Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome once again to Ultima Underworld. Last time, we were dragged out of the first decent night's sleep we've had for ages, as the opening cinematic had it, and transported to the magical land of Britannia in our underwear. We were immediately arrested on suspicion of kidnapping the local baron's daughter and flung into the Stygian abyss, still in our underwear. Whereupon, pausing only to put on the most of a pair of trousers, we went exploring a little bit. We encountered the outcasts, who are very sympathetic, given that they're also recipients of the Baron's fairly rough justice. They have a door which is impossible to shut. Right. I'm trying to be the good little paladin and shut the door behind me. Anyway, we encountered the outcasts, the human civilization on the first level of the abyss, and we got a little bit of useful information out of them, and a few complaints about the Baron. We heard that there is a race of goblins, in fact 2 tribes of goblins on the lower levels, who fight all the time and who did quite handily for the first band of soldiers that the Baron sent in after his daughter. So we are tasked by the Baron to come in after them and either find and rescue the daughter or rot in the abyss forevermore on suspicion of having kidnapped her. We learned from the outcasts that a young girl was sighted being dragged down to the lower levels by a troll. We also learnt, I don't think there's anything much useful in this bag, I shall throw it out. We also learnt, as I said, about the 2 warring tribes of goblins, and we heard a rumour about the mountain men who live on the level below. Beyond that, they don't really know. However, I was given some information of a practical nature, which is that if I can find a shrine, this is not a shrine, this is a tree. If I can find a shrine, I can level up my character. The guy that told me that didn't quite tell me in exactly so many words, but he left little to the imagination. I see the standard of the silver sapling, and I see a silver tree. As you reach for the tree, it withers away, revealing a silver seed. Interesting. The plaque reads, "Plant the seed of the silver sapling, and a new sapling will spring forth. In return for this gift of life, thou shalt be granted a new life thyself when this one doth end." So, I've been granted a silver seed, which we will try out in due course. At the moment, I see a rather suspiciously misaligned texture on this wall, which conceals a secret door. So let us explore the secret door. Vine-covered irregular stone wall. I hear the f-f-f of a beastie. And I see before me a jumping puzzle. And no jumping puzzle is a match for me and my 1 point in dexterity I took at the beginning of the game. I see a massive door which is locked, and for which I don't have the key. Very well, shall try some jumpies. I'm sure I saw something down there. There is something flitting about, flitty. There's also something down there. Ancient DOS 16-bit jumping physics. Seem to be doing alright. Let's... Hostile acid slug. Yeah. Die, hostile acid slug. Come on. Just fall over, would you? Thank you. Right. Acid slug is no match for me. I find another key. I'm a poet and I do not know it. Okay, let's have your key. Come on, key. The key seems to have been made from stone and is cold to the touch. And oh, I see an upset cave bat who seems to be stuck in a little alcove. No wonder he's upset. And a little corridor here. Ooh, and more acid slugs. It's an upset acid slug. It's only an upset acid slug, and I am the goody two-shoes paladin, so I won't bother it. I see an orb. Peering into the crystal ball, a vision of a strange world appears. Bizarre creatures float through space. A green path, flanked by a black void on either side, runs off into the distance. Somehow you know the path leads to Britannia. Right. I shall bear that in mind. If ever I find myself in a strange void, surrounded by bizarre floaty creatures, and I want to get back to Britannia, I will know to take the green path. Green path. I see a green potion. That is all I know about the green potion. That it's green, and it's a potion. It's two things. Two things must ye know of the green potion. It is a potion, and second, it is green. And there is that underground river again. Yes, I was told by the outcast there would be a shrine somewhere around here. Doesn't seem to be here. But then there is a suspiciously jumping puzzle looking jumping puzzle. Fit. I see a badly damaged door. Wish I should bash it. Which I managed to bash down and how it opened towards me, which is a pretty good trick with the axe. Another curse. That's basically a tutorial on... I think that door is basically a tutorial on door durability. Doors, like most items, you can see I have a badly worn axe here. Doors, like most items, have durability. They go from sturdy to badly damaged. And this is the water underneath those platforms I was jumping on. From sturdy to badly damaged. So if a door is sturdy or damaged or badly damaged, you can bash it down with more or less trouble. Let's see if I can make it across there. I cannot. I might as well have left the exploring of the area accessible from the water to the time when I inevitably fell in the water like the doofus that I am. Come on, that's it. Come on, confused dude, you can make that jump. Can you make this jump? You can. Well done, confused dude. I see a button. I press the button. Nothing immediately seems to happen, but we'll... I'm beginning to wonder, confused dude, if that point I put in your acrobatic skill was actually worth the money. I mean, the alternative was something like a praise. Which is useful when bartering. There is a barter system in this game, but it's not particularly useful, and I don't usually bother with it. Ah, hello, bat. You stay out of my way now, bat, would you? I have a jumping puzzle to do, and if you... and the door is now open. I didn't even need that key. Good, that button on the... I think we've established that buttons and pull chains can open doors quite thoroughly, but that button's the one that opened this door. So now we have... a shrine, a large ankh standing on the ground. A large 3D modelled ankh standing on the ground, which is how you know it's important. They couldn't afford very many 3D models. Okay. Seeker of the mysterious arts, speak Mu-Arm, the mantra of truth. Seeker of the mastery of practical skills, speak Omkar, the mantra of love. Seeker of honor and battle, seeker of honor and valor in battle, speak Sumra, the mantra of courage. Courage, truth, and love will be words that have significance later. Spoiler alert. And if we pray at the shrine, having double checked the mantra. If I say we pray at the shrine, I get prompted to chant a mantra, and this is how you level up. The three mantras that we were given in this room are generic mantras to get you started. There's one for each of the broad categories of role-playing game specialization. There's obviously the Bashi Bashi mantra, the Zappy Zappy mantra, and the Sneaky Sneaky mantra. And if you chant one of these ones that you're given for free, it will give you a random selection of skills from that rough area. So I'm not going to chant the Bashi Bashi mantra because it tends to give you points in some weapon that you don't want to specialize in. Later on, as you explore the abyss further, you'll be able to find more mantras that you can chant, which give you finer control over exactly which skills you advance. But at the moment, I'm going to speak Mu-Arm, the mantra of truth, which should give me casting and mana, which is good. My mana appears to have gone down, but that's only because it's gone down proportionally. My maximum mana points are now to 3. They regenerate slowly, as does your health, but it is very slow. You probably need to sleep or get a potion for it to be a lot of good. So seeing as I have advanced now in the Zappy Zappy arts, I might say a word about how magic works in this game. I've hinted that it's to do with these runes. In the manual, if you're unfamiliar with this concept, back in the 1990s, games used to come in boxes on sloppies. They usually had printed manuals with them, which you could read while you were waiting for the game to install. The manual for Ultima Underworld was quite comprehensive, and it had a list of spells and also meaning given for the individual runes. So if I prepare, for example, the spell oops. How do I clean that? I like that, okay. Yux, which means I think magical harm. I see a sturdy door. The door is locked. Do I have a key for it? I do have a key for it. The key unlocks the lock. So now you see I've prepared the spell Yux in my little rune shelf. Spells are either 2 or 3 runes long. And here is one of the goblins I was warned about. He isn't very friendly. He's not standing next to a banner. So if I cast... Oops. You know what I've done? I've spelt Yux Ort. Never mind that. Die, goblin! Perhaps it will be time for demonstrating the finer points of spell casting when there's not a goblin trying to clobber me with trying to clobber me with a club. Stop damaging my hand axe. It's the only one I've got and it's badly damaged, right? Okay. As I said, and he's not left me any good loot either. As I said, then it may be time to explore the finer points of spell casting when there's not a goblin trying to bash my head in with a club. I hear a foot noise. Let's go around this way. So, having rather foolishly accidentally spelled the spell of Yux-Ort instead of Ort-Yux, I shall prepare the spell I actually intended to cast next time I get into some bashy. There is the banner. Should we go and see who lives in here? Can we take a guess, given that we were told about... It's a goblin, but this one is a civilized goblin. A mellow goblin named Ebb. Hello, Ebb.
So, who go there?
My name is Confused Dude.
Confused, dude, eh? I think I heard of you. You new here, eh? You come to the right place. Grey Goblin's the most powerful group here. Good idea to speak with King Ketcheval. He's very wise and strong. Maybe you best talk to Queen Retachel first, though. On you go now.
Well, thank you for the advice. So Ebb doesn't seem to mind me very much. I mean, these goblins did allegedly clobber the... there's another secret door, which is locked. These goblins did allegedly clobber the first group of people that the Baron sent into the Abyss. On the other hand, a large group of armed men might cause a little bit more of a stir and a little bit more opposition than one bloke wandering around on his own and not making any threatening moves. So, given that, I think the Baron might have been a little more sensible than I'm giving him credit for, sending me down there. One man may succeed, or an entire squad wouldn't. A mellow lurker. They got a little swimming pool. A lot of nice sort of ensuite swimming pools and things around here. It's a reasonably nice area they've carved out for themselves. Come on. Hey. Come on, I see a mellow goblin.
You are bidget here?
Canst thou tell me of thy race, the goblins?
Grey goblins, not just goblins. Say goblins, maybe you mean green goblins too. Yeah. You not want to know about them. Nasty and brutish they are. Uglier than humans even. Not related to us. No, not at all.
Alright, what of the grey goblins then?
Ah yes, grey goblins, much better. We the rulers of this area. All others look up to us. Humans, green goblins, spiders even. You come from a powerful group, you look aimed to a right place.
Perhaps I shall continue to explore. Trading is a thing in this game. It's not very useful. I generally don't bother with it. And now you see the whole deal with the goblins. They are all massive racists. The green gobs hate the grey gobs, and the grey gobs hate the green gobs, and the bandits hate the outcasts, and everybody hates the ghouls. So yes, as they spoke about the two warring tribes. Who are you? I'm looking for the King Ketcheval. But the dude did say I should speak to Retachel first, so let's speak to Retachel.
Yes? What dost thou want, human?
I wish to speak to thy husband.
And what reason hast thou for speaking to him?
Well, obviously, I wish to congratulate him on his choice of bride. Sexy goblin that you are.
Very well, thou may speak to him. Do not overstay thy welcome. He is a busy man.
I thank thee kindly, Queen Retachel. Let's go and have a chat with the king. Does he live in here? All right, this is Ketcheval's bedroom, and this is Ketcheval.
Who be you, and what business have you here?
I'm Confused Dude, and I wish to speak to thee.
I've never heard of you. Be ye front of Vernix?
Vernix? Vernix who? Is this a knock-knock joke?
Vernix, the so-called king of the so-called green goblins.
I probably shouldn't admit to that.
Very well. Did you speak with him?
No, I haven't seen the green goblins yet, should I?
Don't bother. It's a complete waste of time. You're fortunate you came to me first.
I'm how lucky I am. Do you know anything about a girl kidnapped by a troll?
I know nothing of no girl. I've got problems of my own.
Such as?
My enemies are legion. Even the vermin here are troublesome. A great she-spider known as Navre Night-Eyes threatens my folk. Nor is she my only problem, though she is enough. A web, be strong as iron and does not burn. A goblin caught in it will stay till he rots.
Perhaps I can help with that.
Do not be a fool. None can slay the great Navre. Now, you came here for something. What do you want?
Well, while you're at it, tell me about Sir Cabarrus.
A human fool named Cabarrus convinced many of my people to come here and colonize this accursed place. When his dreams were shown to be mere folly, he killed himself by taking poison and left us to our fates.
Terrible.
Indeed, 'tis not fair. Still, we must persevere. Was there anything else?
No, I think I've heard enough from you, Ketcheval. That's Ketcheval, the king of the grey goblins. Has a nice bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. Doesn't have a lot of useful information. He doesn't like the green goblins very much, but we're getting that impression. We see an upset goblin who's probably guarding that door out of which I'm supposed to keep. Stucco wall. Do you have a name? Yes, you do. You're a mellow goblin named Jackar. Who got to say for yourself, Jackar?
Hey, who this? What do you do?
I'm a friend of all goblins.
Not green goblin friend, I hope.
Of course not. I didn't mean to include them.
Yes. The foul race they are. Jump into their privies on purpose, I bet. Ha!
Why would anyone jump into a privy, Jackar?
Us greys, we never do it on purpose. But in night I hear sometimes scream and then splash. Sometimes splash and then scream. Then in morning one of us not here. Dangerous privy it is. I watch out if I were you.
And they never heard from again?
That right. Splash. Gone. You be careful, you. If any still alive from splash, I bet they not be too happy. You be on your toes.
Yes, I will be. Right. So, privies in this game, not just not just for amusement value. It does look rather deep, dark, and dangerous down there. I think I shall avoid jumping into their privy. Not that I was about to go jumping into goblin privies in the first place. But I shall also bear in mind that if I'm exploring this area of the equivalent area of level 2 of the abyss, I might find some rather pissed off goblins. And also, if they don't get out from underneath quick enough, some pissed on goblins. Okay, so that seems to be about it for the grey goblins and their king and their queen. What's down here? A hostile flesh slug. Hostile flesh slug. That's not easy to say. I shall kill it. Right. Apparently it was easier to slay than to say. The plaque reads, "Here be the grand staircase which descends through all deeps of the abyss, Corianus." That's a name I don't think we've heard yet. Presumably he was the architect of this place, or the chief architect or whatever. There's another secret door. It opens. Where does it go? It goes to a lockpick, which I shall have. So I can't remember which skill is good for lockpicking. I don't think I've got much of it. The plaque reads, "O weary traveller, partake of these waters and feel new life course through thy veins." And it does and all. Right, that's useful. I might even see if I can plant my little tree here. Can I plant my little tree? I can plant my little tree here. The silver sapling, in case you hadn't guessed, is kind of the precursor to to system shocks, healing booths, and or whatever he called it, and Bioshock's fighter chamber. It will resurrect you if you die. At the site where you last planted the silver sapling, if you did so. I think at the expense of a few experience points, but it's still very useful to avoid having to. I shall have that piece of meat. Still very useful to avoid having to reload. Oh dear, a hostile giant spider. Not enough room to release that spell. Yeah, curse you. Okay. Ha! What York's being a magic missile spell. I think it means magic harm or something like that. It's one of the list of spells that's given in the manual. Again, you can find new spells when you explore the abyss, and you can also gloves. Oh dear. Why did you suddenly play the fighty music and then stop? Silly game. You can find new spells, and you can there are some spells you can figure out yourself if you know what the runes mean. But at the moment we're restricted to just the ones in the manual, which I shan't read out. I have a copy of them written down somewhere, which I don't have in front of me. A somewhat used torch. This is a badly worn buckler, which is a sort of shield. But I think my worn wooden shield is good enough for the time being. Spiders. I think this is a layer of Navray Night Eyes. You mean not enough room to release that spell? You mean not enough room to release that spell? Incantation failed. Ah, I got you. Fall over. Right. Progress. Find some leeches. An unblemished red gem, which I shall hoover up. Seeing as nobody that I care about has claimed it. And a bridge. The engine is limited in the way that basically all 3D engines of its day were. It's on a flat 2D map with obviously variable floor and ceiling height, so you can't have rooms over rooms, but in this game you can have bridges, which is more than you got in Wolfenstein and Doom. A bridge is just a... Ooh. And that... I'll just go and examine her. It's a hostile wolf spider. It doesn't have a name given, but I suspect it's actually Navray Night Eyes. And she's poisoned me. I wish she hadn't done that. The whole thing with Navray Night Eyes is a nice subversion of the usual RPG tropes. You assume, obviously, there's a spider that's killing my people, and you'll be given a quest, and you'll get some reward for killing it. I can take care of it. Give me your quest. And he just says, "Don't be silly. There's no way you can defeat her." And off you go. Right, I am mildly poisoned. The leeches remove the poison as well as some of your skin and blood. My vitality is 3 out of 40, so I hope I don't run into any more of those spiders. I don't, but I can see a serviceable or a cervicable leather vest. And some thread. Spider silk thread. It was Navray Night Eyes. A goblin caught in it will stay until he rots. Right. Anyway, leeches. Yes, leeches will remove poison, but they will also cause you damage. So it might not have been the best idea to use them when I was only mildly poisoned and low on health. I think that's all the spider's lair. Explored. It's sometimes difficult to tell with this map exactly what bits you've explored and what you haven't. But I think that's the spider's dealt with. And I think I will also head back to that healing fountain and see if that will help me. What does the fountain renew your strength? 25 out of 14, 0 out of 12. I rather foolishly used up all my mana casting magic missiles on the less dangerous of the spiders. However, having spoken to one of the warring goblin tribes and fought a few spiders, I think I will call that a day. So next time we will see if Ketchaval will give us anything for killing Navray Night Eyes, but I suspect he won't believe us even if we tell him we did. And we may seek out the green goblins, but don't tell the Greys that we did that. So I shall bid you farewell. Say bye bye.